class 11 students. Once again I am in front of you with a video on the topic election and representation. This is my third video of this chapter in which I explain about reservation of constituency. In the previous video we studied about FPTP system and proportional representation, and we studied that FPTP system was disadvantageous. It was not very good for those people who belongs from the smaller social group. And here I want to give you some picture of the Indian society in the past. And as we know that after independence India had many social inequalities on the basis of caste, and some so-called upper caste or the strong economic group, jamindars and all, they had hold on the society, and that's why it was difficult to that the smaller social group like the also called lower caste, they can represent in the parliament and they can participate in the decision making of the country. And as we know that democracy always talks about the proper representation of every class, so that's why it was try to ensure that FPTP system without some special provisions can continue with the difference between the dominant and oppressed social group. Here I have telling two words, dominant and oppressed social group. When we are talking about the dominant social group, it means that so-called upper caste, like, and those who are holded the large part of the resource, and the oppressed class, those who were deprived from many social rights. तो अगर कुछ विशेष प्रोविज़न नहीं रखेंगे अपने संवैधानिक व्यवस्था में, तो हो सकता है कि प्रॉपर रिप्रेजेंटेशन नहीं मिल पाए. सो दैट्स वाई इट वाज नीडेड दैट देयर शुड बी some special provisions for to create a proper equality in the society. For this we had some special provisions which is known as reservation of constituencies. So first we have to understand that what is this reservation of constituencies, and when the our constitution makers start to make a constitution, there was a conflict on the question of separate electorate versus reserved constituency. So we will understand both these, what is a separate electorate and what is reservation of constituency. When we are talking about separate electorate, it was a part of our constitution इन बिफोर आवर इंडिपेंडेंस. हमें जब आज़ादी नहीं मिली थी तो 1909 के एक्ट के आधार पर जो इंडिया में दो कम्युनिटी, हिंदू और मुस्लिम्स थी, तो जो मुस्लिम क्लास के लोग थे उनको सेपरेट इलेक्टोरेट दिया गया था, जिसको कि किसी ने कॉमनल इलेक्टोरेट और अलग अलग नामों से ये जाना गया. बट यहाँ पे हमको देखना है कि व्हाट वाज दिस सेपरेट इलेक्टोरेट. I am telling was because it is not existing now in our constitution. So in separate electorate, seats are reserved for minority. It minority before independence, this group was religious, but after independence, if we will talk, that maybe on the basis of caste, maybe on the basis of religion. And voter will also belongs only from the same group. If it means if that from that constituency a SC will or a ST will or a any other small religious group like the Christians or the Muslims or Jain or whoever, they will contest in the election, voter will also belong from that community also. So what is the problem, and what will impact of this? This has many bad impact, like other community will denied from their voting right. उस कंस्टिट्यूंसी में जो रहने वाले और भी लोग होंगे उनको उनके वोटिंग राइट से दूर रखा जाएगा, एज वेल एज इट विल लीड डिवीज़न ऑफ द आवर सोसाइटी। और जब डिवीज़न ऑफ सोसाइटी होगा तो क्या हो सकता है, हम लोगों ने एक बार देखा कि एक जो हमारे सोसाइटी में एक डिवीज़न ऑफ कम्युनिटी हुआ, और इसका क्या परिणाम हुआ, इसका परिणाम हुआ कि भारत को आज़ादी मिली एंड वी lose a part of our country, and Pakistan country was born by the name of Pakistan. So that's why our constitution maker, they denied to accept separate electorate as part of our constituency, our constitution, sorry. Then but something was needed, some special step was needed, कुछ तो ज़रूरत थी, तो वो क्या, तो उसको फुलफिल करने के लिए हमारे संविधान बनाने वालों ने व्हाट दे डिड, तो दे एक्सेप्टेड द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ रिजर्व कंस्टिट्यूएंसीज। देन फर्स्ट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज दिस रिजर्व कंस्टिट्यूएंसी। अंडर रिजर्व्ड constituencies, all voter in a constituency are eligible to vote, but the candidate must belongs only from a particular community or a particular social section for which the seat is reserved. Here I am giving you example that if constituency as a any constituency, we can take constituency ABC, which is reserved for scheduled caste, then in that constituency all the party will gives a ticket to that शेड्यूल कास्ट ओनली, सभी पार्टियां शेड्यूल कास्ट के ही लोग को टिकट देगी, बट द वोटर विल बिलोंग्स फ्रॉम द एवरी क्लास, इट मीन्स all the adult voter of that constituency will vote there, and if any party wins, the representation of that particular community can be ensured। तो इससे फ़ायदा ये होगा कि कोई भी पार्टी जीते लेकिन एक सीट हमारे पार्लियामेंट में उस क्लास के लोगों को मिल जाएगा। तो इसकी ज़रूरत क्यों पड़ी, इसकी ज़रूरत इसलिए पड़ी कि हमारे देश में सम सोशल ग्रुप्स आर स्प्रेड अक्रॉस द कंट्री, पूरे देश में अलग अलग जगहों पे सभी इस जगह SC STs और रिजर्व्ड क्लास के लोग रहते हैं, और उनका इतना ज़्यादा भी संख्या वहाँ नहीं है कि उस संख्या के आधार पे उनको सफिशिएंट है कि वो अपने वोटर को इन्फ्लुएंस कर ले और अपनी जीत सुनिश्चित करें। तो अगर ऐसा नहीं किया जाएगा, इफ़ दिस मेजर विल नॉट टेक, देन इट मे बी पॉसिबल दैट दे विल डिनाइड द पॉलिटिकल राइट टू reach in the parliament or take the part in the decision making of the country. So that's why to ensure their proper representation, the system of reservation became necessary, and our constitution makers, they make it as a part of our constitution. Then we will in the next topic, as a next topic I want to share you what is the constitutional status of रिजर्वेशन एट प्रेजेंट। अभी हमारे संविधान के आधार पे हम अभी इट मीन्स दैट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 2020 टिल 2020, व्हाट इज़ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल स्टेटस ऑफ आवर कंट्री एज पर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट। द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन प्रोवाइड रिजर्वेशन ऑफ सीट्स इन लोकसभा, स्टेट असेंबलीज एंड फॉर शेड्यूल कास्ट एंड शेड्यूल ट्राइब्स। जो भी जनरल इलेक्शन होते हैं, जनरल इलेक्शन क्या होते हैं, दो तरह के, एक तो लोकसभा के लिए और एक स्टेट असेंबलीज़ के लिए। स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल के लिए जनरल इलेक्शन नहीं होता है, दैट इज़ डिफरेंट मेथड ऑफ इलेक्शन देयर। तो इन दोनों जनरल इलेक्शन में शेड्यूल कास्ट और शेड्यूल ट्राइब्स के लिए सीट का रिजर्वेशन है। एंड आफ्टर 73rd and 74th amendment, the in local self government, when this local self government received a constitutional status, after that this local self government also get a reservation of SC STs and women's, and this reservation is one third of total seats. Then it was, when it was made the part of our constitution, it was made implemented only for 10 years, but after every 10 years time extended for next 10 years until 2020 it is extended. Here I, and why it is extended, we all know that there is on the politics of vote bank and many things are there, so I will not say give more emphasis, as we know that politics is all about power games. So at present 84 seats are reserved for SCs and 47 seats for STs. The question here, some question arise here, like the first question ki, is a seat which is reserved for SC or ST, will it remain forever? So no, it will not remain forever. How it will change, all this we will explain in our my next video, and in that I will explain about delimitation commission and different method by which it take place. So this topic is completed, but how it will change, how what will the next constitutional position, who will decide this reservation, that everything I will explain in next video. So thank you for watching, and we will meet again in the next video. Thank you.